Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet were once Hollywood's golden couple, admired for their deep love, family values, and spiritual connection. From their whirlwind romance to raising children together, their bond seemed unbreakable. But their unexpected split in 2022 left fans in shock, sparking questions about what led to the end of their once idyllic union. Now, as Jason opens up about the emotional challenges they faced, we dive into the complexities of their relationship, how fame, career pressures, and diverging paths reshaped their journey together. Join us as we explore the true story behind their separation and what's next for both of them. Jason Momoa's identity struggles, from outsider to icon. Jason Momoa's rise to fame is a testament to resilience, self-discovery, and the complexity of his cultural identity. Born Joseph Jason Namakaiha Momoa on August 1, 1979, in Honolulu, Hawaii, he was immediately introduced to a world rich in diversity, yet one that also posed significant challenges for him to understand and navigate. His father's native Hawaiian roots gave him a deep connection to the land and traditions of Hawaii, while his mother's German, Irish, and Pawnee ancestry painted a broader cultural canvas that was equally integral to his sense of self. However, the early years of Jason's life were marked by the weight of his mixed heritage. When Jason was just an infant, his parents divorced, and his mother relocated with him to Norwalk, Iowa, a place vastly different from the sun-soaked shores of Hawaii. The cultural shift was stark. Jason felt like an outsider in the small-town environment, where his distinct appearance and mixed heritage made him stand out in ways that left him feeling isolated. This sense of not fully fitting in, combined with the challenge of finding a space where his identity felt whole, shaped the man Jason would eventually become. He learned to navigate the complexities of identity, feeling like a stranger both in Iowa and, at times, in Hawaii. Jason's break into acting came unexpectedly, initially through a role in Baywatch Hawaii. This marked the beginning of a career that would eventually thrust him into Hollywood stardom. However, it was not without its difficulties. Jason spent years grinding through smaller roles in shows like North Shore and Stargate Atlantis, trying to carve out a space in an industry that, at the time, struggled to know what to do with someone as unique as Jason. Despite his striking looks and physical presence, Jason found himself frequently typecast, often relegated to roles that limited his potential as an actor. However, his big break came with the role of Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones. The role was a defining moment for him, showcasing his raw physicality and strength. But it also brought with it new challenges, as he was typecast into roles that emphasized his imposing stature rather than his range as an actor. Yet, despite the struggles that accompanied his newfound fame, it was his relationship with Lisa Bonet that would ultimately change his life in ways he could never have predicted. Their shared values and complementary backgrounds would lay the groundwork for a union that would eventually become one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. Lisa Bonet's own journey, embracing dualities. Lisa Bonet's journey to fame was just as complex and multifaceted as Jason's. Born Lisa Michelle Bonet on November 16, 1967 in San Francisco, California, her heritage reflected a similar mix of cultural backgrounds: African American on her father's side and Jewish American on her mother's side. This duality shaped her worldview from an early age, creating a profound sense of identity that was rich and multi-layered. Like Jason, Lisa was raised in an environment that encouraged introspection and individuality, but she too faced the challenges of navigating a complex cultural landscape. Lisa's upbringing was primarily shaped by her mother, who raised her in the modest neighborhood of Reseda, California. Her father was largely absent from her life, and her mother instilled in Lisa a sense of strength and independence that would serve her well throughout her life. From an early age, Lisa was drawn to the arts. She had an innate creativity and sought depth in her work, something that would resonate deeply with Jason when they later crossed paths. During this period, Lisa met musician Lenny Kravitz, and the two formed a connection based on their shared experiences navigating mixed-race identities and their mutual love for creative expression. They married on Lisa's 20th birthday and welcomed their daughter, Zoe Kravitz, in 1988. However, their marriage ended in 1993, but they remained close friends, redefined what it meant to co-parent in Hollywood, and fostered a unique bond. Lisa's ability to cultivate peace and harmony among the people she loved, including her ex-husband Lenny, would later become a defining characteristic of her relationship with Jason Momoa. After The Cosby Show, Lisa's career was marked by selectivity. She chose her roles carefully, prioritizing projects that aligned with her values and allowed her to maintain a sense of privacy and spiritual exploration. Lisa's focus shifted toward her personal life and motherhood, and she distanced herself from the superficiality of Hollywood. For her, life was never about fame or public recognition. It was about authenticity, peace, and creating meaningful connections. These values would deeply influence Jason as their relationship blossomed. Jason and Lisa, a shared journey of authenticity. In 2005, Jason and Lisa's paths finally crossed in a Los Angeles jazz club, a setting that would prove to be pivotal in the course of their relationship. Jason, who had long admired Lisa from afar, ever since watching her on The Cosby Show as a young boy, was starstruck when they met. Lisa, on the other hand, was intrigued by Jason's presence, his humility, and his earnestness. Their connection was immediate, and it was clear that their shared values, family, art, and authenticity, would serve as the foundation for what would become a lasting relationship. In the weeks that followed, Jason and Lisa grew closer. Jason was still building his career, facing the uncertainty that comes with trying to make a name for oneself in Hollywood. But despite his career struggles, his devotion to Lisa was unwavering. For Lisa, Jason represented a partner with an adventurous spirit and an open heart. They both cherished a life that was grounded in family and nature, and their backgrounds, marked by mixed-race identities and an artistic approach to life, further deepened their connection. This bond was not just built on attraction, it was built on a mutual understanding of the struggles and joys that come with navigating complex identities in a world that often tries to define people by labels. In 2007, Jason and Lisa welcomed their first child together, a daughter named Lola Iolani Momoa. Lola's name, which draws from Hawaiian and Native American influences, symbolizes the couple's shared love for culture, family, and tradition. The arrival of their daughter marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives, a chapter that, from the outside, appeared to be filled with harmony and love. Their relationship, built on mutual respect, shared values, and a deep connection to their heritage, seemed to be the embodiment of Hollywood's dream couple. However, as with any relationship, life's challenges, both personal and professional, began to test the strength of their bond. Despite the complexities of their individual journeys, Jason and Lisa's shared commitment to authenticity, love, and family remained at the heart of their relationship. But as we now know, the journey that began with so much promise eventually took a different turn. The reasons behind their split remain deeply personal and intricate, but their story, one of shared values, deep love, and cultural pride, remains a testament to the complexities of love and life in the spotlight. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet, a Hollywood dream. Unraveled for years, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet were the epitome of Hollywood's ideal couple. They seemed like the perfect match, a blend of deep love, shared values, and a profound respect for each other's backgrounds and ambitions. Their relationship captivated fans and industry insiders alike. But despite their public image as the ultimate example of a soulful, bohemian partnership, their split has left the world questioning. What went wrong? What led to the end of this once strong bond? And how is Jason moving forward after a separation that stunned millions? A complex journey to self-discovery, Jason's struggle with identity. To understand the dynamics of Jason and Lisa's relationship, it's crucial to examine Jason Momoa's personal journey leading up to their meeting. Born Joseph Jason Namakaiha Momoa on August 1, 1979, in Honolulu, Hawaii, he carried a unique blend of cultural influences that shaped both his character and his career. His father, a native Hawaiian, imparted a deep connection to the islands and their traditions. Meanwhile, his mother, of German, Irish, and Pawnee heritage, gave Jason a diverse and rich cultural background that created a complex sense of identity. Jason's early years were marked by upheaval. His parents divorced when he was just an infant, and he moved with his mother to Norwalk, Iowa, a place that felt worlds away from his Hawaiian roots. Iowa, with its small-town atmosphere and lack of cultural diversity, left Jason feeling like an outsider. His dark skin and exotic background made him stand out in ways that were often uncomfortable. Despite the challenges, Jason grew into a resilient young man, finding solace and strength in the annual trips he made back to Hawaii to visit his father. These trips grounded him in his Hawaiian heritage, shaping his understanding of family, spirituality, and connection to the land. It was during this time of professional frustration that Jason's personal life took an unexpected turn. He met Lisa Bonet, an actress he had admired for years. Growing up, he watched Lisa as Denise Huxtable on The Cosby Show, and at just 8 years old, Jason declared, "Mommy, I want that one." Little did he know that years later, his admiration for Lisa would transform into a deep, lasting love. Lisa's strong, independent personality and her unapologetic approach to life were qualities that Jason deeply resonated with. They were both products of complex, mixed-race heritages and had spent their lives navigating the challenges of identity and acceptance. In many ways, their union was destined, their shared values creating a strong spiritual bond that transcended the superficiality often associated with Hollywood relationships. The meeting of souls, Jason and Lisa's fateful encounter. Jason and Lisa's first encounter came in 2005 at a Los Angeles jazz club where mutual friends introduced them. The moment was almost surreal for Jason, who had been in awe of Lisa since childhood. In interviews, he recalled how he was immediately struck by her effortless beauty and her relaxed bohemian energy. She wore her signature style with confidence, and Jason, then a young actor with newly dreaded hair, found himself mesmerized by her presence. The chemistry between them was undeniable, and soon after their first meeting, they began to spend more time together. Despite their age difference, Lisa being 12 years older than Jason, the connection felt natural. Lisa, having already lived a life filled with Hollywood fame, was drawn to Jason's humility and genuine spirit. He, in turn, was captivated by her authenticity, a quality that was hard to come by in the entertainment industry. Lisa had been a star since her teenage years, rising to fame as Denise Huxtable on The Cosby Show. But unlike many others in the industry, Lisa was not interested in chasing the trappings of fame. Instead, she prioritized creative fulfillment, spirituality, and family above all else. Their relationship blossomed quickly, and within a few years, they had 2 children together. A daughter, Lola Iolani Moma, born in July 2007, and a son, Nakoa Wolf Manakawapo Namakaiha Moma, born in December 2008. The names they chose for their children were deeply meaningful, reflecting their cultural ties and spiritual beliefs. The couple was committed to raising their children in a way that honored their diverse backgrounds, creating a home filled with love, music, laughter, and a deep respect for family traditions. Hollywood success and family life. A delicate balance. As Jason's career continued to soar, his fame reached new heights. His portrayal of Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones was a breakthrough moment, but it was his role as Aquaman in the DC Extended Universe that cemented his status as a global superstar. Zack Snyder, the visionary director behind the Justice League and Aquaman films, broke the mold by casting Jason as Arthur Curry, a character who had previously been depicted as a blonde, clean-cut superhero. Jason's portrayal of Aquaman, infused with his Hawaiian heritage and a deep connection to the oceans, was a cultural victory. showcasing a modern superhero who was both rugged and family-oriented. The success of Aquaman was monumental, with the film crossing the $1 billion mark at the global box office. Yet with this newfound success came new pressures. Hollywood's intense filming schedules required Jason to travel to remote locations for months at a time, often leaving his family behind. The demands of a burgeoning career, coupled with the global press tours and promotional campaigns, created tensions within the family. Jason, who had grown up with divorced parents, was especially sensitive to the impact that a lack of stability could have on his children. He cherished his role as a father and wanted to be present for his children, even as his career took him further away from home. Meanwhile, Lisa, who had already navigated the challenges of fame, wanted nothing more than a peaceful, stable life for their children. Having been in the Hollywood spotlight for decades, she cherished the quiet moments at home in Los Angeles, surrounded by her children and the simple joys of everyday life. As much as she supported Jason's career, she preferred not to uproot their children or subject them to the constant instability that came with his new role as a global superstar. Over time, the couple's differing priorities began to create a divide. The tensions that led to the separation. Jason's increasingly demanding career, combined with Lisa's desire for a quieter life, created friction between the two. While their commitment to family remained steadfast, the practicalities of their day-to-day lives became more difficult to navigate. Jason's extended absences, often for months at a time, placed a heavy burden on Lisa, who found herself largely responsible for the children's care and upbringing. Though they remained close, the distance between them grew, and their once idealized partnership began to shift. Despite these growing tensions, the couple remained united in their co-parenting efforts, and both were deeply committed to raising their children with love and stability. They continued to work together on various creative projects, such as the 2014 film Road to Paloma, which Jason directed, co-wrote, and starred in, with Lisa playing a significant supporting role. However, as their careers became more divergent, their personal relationship began to suffer. In January 2022, the couple made the difficult decision to separate. Jason posted a heartfelt message on Instagram announcing that he and Lisa had chosen to part ways. The announcement was a shock to their fans, who had long seen them as an ideal couple. The message, however, emphasized that the separation was amicable and that they would continue to co-parent their children with love and respect. The aftermath. Moving forward as family. The separation did not mark the end of their bond, but rather a new phase in their relationship. Despite no longer being married, Jason and Lisa remained committed to maintaining a healthy, supportive relationship for the sake of their children. Jason, while grappling with the emotional weight of the separation, continued to be involved in their lives, surprising Lisa and the kids with thoughtful gestures, such as delivering Christmas trees to their home and spending time together during holidays. Although rumors swirled about the possibility of reconciliation, Jason made it clear in interviews that their relationship had evolved. "We're not back together," he stated. "We're family." This subtle but significant distinction underscored the depth of their connection despite the end of their marriage. They had built something enduring, something that was rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and a shared commitment to their children. Jason's emotional journey in the wake of the separation was not easy. In a later interview, he spoke candidly about the heartbreak he experienced and the lessons he had learned from the relationship. He emphasized how the values of his Hawaiian heritage, family, respect, and spiritual connection would continue to guide him as he navigated this new chapter of his life. Despite the pain of their separation, Jason remained deeply grateful for the time he and Lisa had shared and for the lessons they had taught each other along the way. As Jason continues to focus on his career, his philanthropic efforts, and his role as a father, he remains committed to nurturing a positive, loving relationship with Lisa, even if their romantic relationship has ended. It's clear that for both Jason and Lisa, the end of their marriage is not the end of their story. It's simply the next chapter in a journey that will continue to evolve.